Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and welcome back to another movie review. In today's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on the 2022 movie, which was nominated for an Oscar for Best Picture, and it's going to be on the 2022 release, Triangle of Sadness. Triangle of Sadness is about a couple. It's basically about two people named Carl and Yaya, and they're both invited to a luxury cruise ship alongside a group of out-of-touch wealthy people. And they, pretty much, Carl and Yaya, they go on a cruise ship trip with a bunch of other people. And then the situation takes an unexpected turn when a brutal storm hits the ship. And, it's like, the storm basically passes through the cruise ship. And then right after the cruise ship, it blows up in an explosion. All the people, including Carl and Yaya, they all get stranded on an island, and pretty much, they have to find a way to stay healthy and survive the island. Excuse me. And it's pretty much, just a typical cruise ship movie and getting stranded on an island and trying to survive, and, throughout, near the end of the movie, and, yeah. And of course, we got ourselves a Best Picture nominated movie from Neon. Pardon me. So, I recently watched Triangle of Sadness on Amazon like a couple days ago. I rented this movie on Amazon a couple days ago after first hearing about this movie at the Best Picture nominations. This movie was actually nominated for Best Picture for the 2023 Academy Awards. So I gave it a watch on Amazon. I rented it. And I gotta say, Triangle of Sadness, I actually really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a great movie. Yeah. It was also kind of funny. It was also kind of funny at a little bit of parts, but this movie is actually more like, this movie kind of takes place in on a cruise ship, and then as we get into the third act basically takes place on an island, and so. And yeah, and like I said, I first heard about this movie when I was doing research on the Best Picture nominations, and when I heard that this is one of the Best Picture nominations that came out last year in 2022 and was nominated for the 2023 Oscars for Best Picture, I decided to give this movie a watch on Amazon, and yeah, for the most part, Triangle of Sadness was actually a really great movie. I actually really enjoyed this movie. And I gotta say, the performances in this movie, the performances were actually very good. The only actor I know who was in this movie is actually Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson was in this movie, and he was only in it for kind of a short time during the cruise ship scenes. And I think Woody Harrelson plays one of the captains, I think. And yeah, Woody Harrelson, yeah, he's a good actor. And I gotta say, Carl and Yaya they both make a great couple together in this movie, and it's and they pretty much they go on a cruise, and because basically what this movie's going for is basically it's from a movie that was distributed by Neon in the United States, and what this movie was going for was basically almost like a black comedy. It's basically almost like a black comedy film of some sort, and that was nominated for Best Picture. And this movie was actually very great. I enjoyed it. And even the story itself it was a little it was kind of interesting, and the pacing I thought was pretty decent. And I will say it's probably not my most favorite movie that was on the Best Picture nominations of 2023 this year. Because I know I've watched other better movies, including the ones I saw in theaters last year. But this was still a very fun film, and so overall, Triangle of Sadness was a great movie, and I'm gonna give Triangle of Sadness 4 out of 5 stars. If you haven't watched Triangle of Sadness yet, then I recommend checking this one out. And plus, I think by the time March arrives, I think this movie will come back to movie theaters for Oscar month, and I think for Oscar month, which I think is next month. So I'm pretty sure there's probably going to be a handful of movie theaters that will bring this movie back on the big screen, just in case if there are some moviegoers out there who want to check out some of the Oscar nominated movies that came out last year, just to prepare yourself for Oscar month and the Oscars. And yeah, and like I said, if you haven't seen Triangle of Sadness, I recommend it. And there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on Triangle of Sadness. And that's going to be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.